Good morning, everybody. So we are leaving today for our 5-night Disney Dream cruise. We are about to head out. We're driving to Fort Lauderdale. We are in the Orlando metro area, so we're going to head down to Fort Lauderdale. Should be about a 3.5 hour drive, depending on traffic and how much of a lead foot I have.
But two super fun things about this particular cruise. So one, this is a Marvel Day at Sea cruise. So there will be a whole day at sea that will have lots of extra Marvel events and Marvel characters. And then the other thing too is we got engaged on the Dream a few years ago and we haven't been back since. So she's also fresh out of dry dock and there's some new things to check out. We
got engaged in the Lookout, which is now the Tower Suite, but we snuck in there the day of embarkation. The door was open. I didn't know there wasn't a sign.
And then overlooking all of Miami, he proposed.
I did, yeah. And then we got married, and well,
here we are.
You all know the rest. So, all right. Well, we're gonna head on out to the port. If you have not already, like and subscribe to the channel, and see you real soon. We're gonna swing through Cabanas. Hi. We're gonna swing through Cabanas, grab some food before we do sail away, because we've been traveling all day, and honestly, we're a little parched. So we're gonna do this real quick. A lot of people on board today. I got some grilled chicken and a turkey wrap. Sarah got a salmon thing and shrimp. We have been up and at it since 6 a.m. because for some reason we didn't pack until today. I don't know why we didn't pack until today, but we didn't pack until today. So we've been a little frantic. We had a 3.5 hour drive. We had to stop for gas, which was not planned for because we hit extra traffic. We were late for our port arrival time. Our port arrival time was anywhere from noon to 12:15. We didn't end up getting here until about, 1-ish. Thankfully, there were no issues because we arrived when we did. We were able to just get right on the ship, which was great. But we got onto the ship and we walked into the atrium, and for some reason they're doing like 2 receiving lines this time. And the 2 receiving lines made it really hectic and frantic, and it just was a lot. And then we have muster, and then we have sail away, and then basically straight from sail away we go to dinner because we have the early dinner. So, first day, always frantic, but it's only looking up from here, and that's awesome.
May I have your attention, please? The mandatory emergency drill will begin at the end of this announcement. If you you are not yet at your assigned assembly station, please proceed by following the signs and directions given by the designated crew members.
This is the best muster station that I have had on a Disney ship ever. Because normally, I'm out on the deck.
Agreed.
Normally, we're out on the deck and we're all stuffed in single file, right up against each other, nowhere to sit, right in the hot sun. During COVID, Disney had a digital muster experience where you would watch a video on the app and then you would go to your muster station and you would check in, and then that was it. That was all you had to do. Other cruise lines have stuck with that. I know Virgin has stuck with that, and I think Royal Caribbean has also stuck with that. Disney has gone back to in-person, but the digital muster experience is pretty nice.
A reminder, the mandatory emergency drill has begun. If you have not already done so, please start making your way to your assembly station. Regardless of age or how many times you may have sailed with us before, it is mandatory that all guests attend this very important drill.
Given how little people were paying attention to the man right in front of them during the muster drill, I understand why Disney doesn't do the digital one.
That's always been my concern, and even though it is an inconvenience to your day to do it that way,
very inconvenient.
I feel like it is much safer because at least like more people will pay attention to the person standing directly in front of them than they will just
The video.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I booked the internet for this cruise because we want to be able to keep in contact with our dog sitter, and the internet's not working on my phone. So, and at the last minute, literally the day before our cruise, we upgraded our room from an ocean view room to a veranda room, and I think because of that, we didn't get our Castaway Club stuff. So I'm gonna swing by guest services real quick, talk to them, and then we have dinner at Royal Palace tonight, so let's stop in there.
Well, welcome to Royal Palace. So typically when we've done the rotational dining, we've done every restaurant before we've gone back, but this time they have us doing the same restaurant 2 nights in a row. And then again, a different restaurant, Animator's Palette, and we'll do that 2 nights in a row, and then we'll go to Enchanted Garden 1 time. So this is the first of our 2-night Royal Palace experience. And tonight is one of our favorite menus because we love the escargot. He also got a French onion soup, and then he ordered lamb and I ordered steak. Since it's the first night of the cruise, I have spent most of the day thoroughly perusing the Disney app to see when all the movies are, when all the shows are, where the characters are going to be when, what trivias we may or may not want to partake in, because I don't ever want to miss something that's really important, and some things will replicate on different days in your cruise and others will not. So I have worked up a schedule and then turned around and changed the whole thing, and I will do that for the duration of the evening.
Also, when I went to guest services, they were like, yeah, we'll totally get your Castaway stuff. It'll probably be tomorrow morning, but sorry, we missed it. And then to fix the Wi-Fi thing, she's like, can I see your phone? And I was like, sure, here you go. She's like, can you open settings? And I open settings. She did that awkward, hilarious thing where she looks over your shoulder and tries to tell you. And I'm like, you can just take my phone. It's okay. She's like, oh, thank you. It makes it so much easier. So she takes it and she flies through the settings like a pro. Clearly, she's had to fix this a lot of times and fixed it. Now I'm totally up and running. Okay, so the escargot is hands down one of my favorite appetizers on the entire ship. I love this. It is similar to the recipe that you will get at Be Our Guest in Magic Kingdom. And it's just fantastic. I highly recommend it. Highly, highly, highly. Try this. And I got the French onion soup.
I'm really excited. I got the steak.
And I got the lamb. And Brussels sprouts. Potatoes.
So this is the dessert menu for Royal Palace tonight. It's got Cinderella's carriage on it, and it's an invitation to the ball. And then you open it up, and it has all the different desserts and specialty beverages. So some of them, they have different coffees and different after-teenies, and then all the desserts. Ooh. The Grand Marnier souffle is so good.
We're gonna do it to the kid at heart, right?
Ah!
It's a Disney dream! So next time we're gonna do this. Okay?
Thank you, Jojo.
Wait, did you enjoy the service?
It was fantastic.
One of my favorite dessert nights is the night that they have the opera gâteau because they are just so stunning and it is such a classic cake. I think the first time I ever saw it was actually in the Great British Baking Show, so it makes me feel really fancy whenever I can order one. But they also have the Grand Marnier souffle, and on cruises where we have Paulo booked, Paulo has the most incredible souffle, and so I saved souffle for Paulo, but we decided not to book Paulo for this cruise, so I went ahead and double dipped on dessert tonight. So they put some of the cream in it, but I always like to add most of it, which I'm sure, Gordon Ramsay would probably tell me is not the correct way to have it, but hey, my cruise, my souffle, right? It's crispy on the outside and very soft on the inside.
Kind of like me.
And it is a fabulous souffle, and it does not have, the Grand Marnier you would be concerned would have an overly alcoholic taste, and it doesn't at all. It's really good.
The gâteau is amazing.
Yeah, Austin got the gâteau too. They're both delicious. Hi, Mickey! One of the things that always blows my mind is how much chaos the first night is. Because people get on in the middle, you recognize that guy. People get on midday and then they're trying to use a full day, so people are just everywhere. Austin has started the risky business early. He says we can go check out the shops. This certifies that the bearer of the stone holds an authentic infinity stone. It was sourced by East Continental Gems and was produced in collaboration with Onboard. That is so neat. This Disney seal can even balance things on its nose. I mean, how impressive is that? It is the end of day one, and Austin and I were talking at dinner about how we just feel like we didn't get anything done today, even though it has been such a long day.
Yeah.
And I think that's always the surprise of the first day of the cruise, is you have all these things you want to get done, but mostly you're just getting on board. We were up at 6. We left Orlando at about 8:30. It took us until 12:40 to get here. You know, when you're doing that long of a drive to start, and then you're trying to navigate parking, and you're seeing everyone running around with their luggage and their kids, and it was really hectic. Once we got on board, it was about 1:30, and then our room was ready, and we grabbed lunch, and then it was time for muster, and then it was sail away, and then suddenly it was almost time for dinner. The crazy thing is it feels like we didn't do a ton, but that's still a pretty jam-packed day.
Mm-hmm. And this is going to be a jam-packed cruise. We have planned a lot of activities for you guys. We were just going over the list just a second ago to make sure that we get as much content as possible so you guys get to see as much as possible of Disney Cruise Line.
The other thing that's exciting and that makes this specific cruise different is, even though it's a 5-night cruise, there's a Marvel Day at Sea. So we have a bunch of Marvel specific stuff on top of Disney's typical offerings. And then there's also 2 ports of call, both Castaway and Cozumel.
This is going to be a really fun cruise. Disney Dream is our favorite ship. It's the ship we got engaged on.
Mm-hmm. It was also Austin's first cruise. He went with his family when he was a kid.
Kid being a relative term. I was 19, so technically I was an adult. But also, I think those of us who are in our 30s recognize that is also still a child.
Still a small child.
So, like,
such a small child.
A little bit of both. That was my first cruise, was on this ship. Our first cruise together was on this ship. We
and
got
also
engaged
my first
on
cruise was on
this ship. It was her first ship. So, like, this ship to us is nostalgic. Overall, it has been a great day. We are very happy to be back on board. Tomorrow is Marvel Day at Sea. If you guys have not already, please like and subscribe to the channel.
The other thing is, if you are looking to book a Disney cruise for you or your family, Austin is a Disney travel agent, and he would love to work with you. So feel free to reach out. Check us out on our website, www.magicandthemurphys.com.
My travel agent services are free to you. You do not pay any extra money for me to take care of you.
Thanks for coming along. We're really excited to have you. It's going to be a really great week. And as always,
see you real soon.